Madden NFL 18. Best of the best tournament episode here, folks. We're going to be doing the entire NFC, all 4 games of round 2. And so I shrinked the minutes to 5-minute quarters to make it a little bit quicker. And then tomorrow, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Thursday, we're gonna finish up the actual regular season for the tournament of the Champions League tournament. We're gonna finish up the regular season that way. When we come back to it, because the FIFA World Cup's right around the corner, and I want to get to that. So when we get back to it, we're going to then finish the playoffs, and by that time it should be about mid-June, mid-July, and then we'll probably have one season mode. And that'll be probably for like a month and a half, and then we'll call it there as we'll pick up back with the Champions League qualifiers for FIFA 19. And that should be that for FIFA 18 series. But nonetheless, Madden 18, best of the best series here. We should have Donovan McNabb in for the Eagles. Vintage Donovan McNabb. All I got to say. Vintage, man. He never disappoints. Never does, man. I don't get what it is with McNabb sometimes. He just... Oh, boy. But on a bright note, hopefully you guys are having a good one. And what's up, Fly Eagles Fly, man? How's it going, bro? Long time no see. And the slide doesn't get McNabb again about 9. It should be 4th and 1 for the Eagles. Unfortunately, just a yard short. They're going to be forced to punt here, folks, but I will get through the games that we're going to be doing in this episode. It's going to be the rest of round 2, and then we'll pick up next week with the quarterfinals, which will feature the top 8 teams. And so pretty much in round 2 for the NFC, the Vikings and Eagles, this game right now. It is the Rams versus the Giants at home. The 49ers taking on the Saints, and the Panthers versus the Bears. Now, if you guys don't remember what happened in the AFC round number 2, the Patriots beat the Colts at home 26-21 to advance to the quarterfinals. And then the Broncos defeated the Bengals on the road 17-3, as the Patriots and Broncos will get in the quarterfinals. And the Raiders defeated the Steelers on the road as well in a shocker, 20-17. And the Titans lost on the road to the Jets, who were at home 27-10. So, pretty much, we're at this point right now where, yeah, we're kind of getting ready for the quarterfinals. I know the AFC is set to go. Now, shouldn't forget the NFC on lock. And, yeah, we're almost kind of through this tournament to a point. Once we get through round 2, it's about 50% over with, to be honest with you. And here it goes, as right now, oh, we get sacked right there. Great sack by White. Unfortunately, probably not how the good man from Minnesota wanted to go down to the first play of the game. My goodness. Roddy White right there, man. Minnesota's down on their own 12-yard line here. They got to be careful as they're getting backed up into their own territory. And a run play is going to work here for Adrian Peterson. Oh, it's 3rd and 11 now. I mean, this really has not been a great game so far for Minnesota on their first opening drive of the series. Chris Carter on display there, as you guys just saw. Here he goes. He's in the shotgun here. Cuts down the field. It's picked off by the Eagles. And now we're about to get to the 34-yard line. Brian Dawkins with the interception right there. Huge interception at the beginning of this drive. Tarkenton throwing a very costly interception there to the Eagles. Really not where he wants to be at the moment. It's going to hurt him in this one, but the Eagles here have a huge... That was a huge play from the Eagles defenders right there. And let's see if they can take one to the promised land. McNabb going to come out after a very ugly first drive. Now he's got another opportunity. Let's see what he makes. If he'll make the most of it. Minnesota already with the turnover. That turnover could potentially cost them the game later on in this series. Here goes McNabb, gonna hand it off here, and he's not getting nothing here. McCoy, I gained 2 yards. Well, my apologies if you hear a fan. By the way, it's not my intention. Very hot in here at the moment. Goes McNabb. Oh. Good old Donovan McNabb, guys. You can never go wrong with him. That's what I was telling people. Well, it's 3rd and 8 here. They don't want this drive to go down like this. That'd be horrible for the Eagles. A huge play that their defense had. Now they're looking here, kind of ruin it to a point. They're going for the hike. McNabb, it's caught, but it's a touchdown. But is it going to be a holding? Is it a holding on the offense? A play that could have been for 6 here. It's just about to get overturned. Now the Eagles are going to be at the 43-yard line, 3rd and 18. And look at the Eagles head coach now. He's been going ballistic. How disappointing that is for Philadelphia. Disappointing indeed. Goes McNabb. That's not going to do enough for him. Gets him for 10 yards, but still going to be 4th and 9. And so Phil's going to be forced to kick a field goal here. Slightly, I've got to be very disappointed at that, to be honest with you. They had that right in the bag, and then that happened, and it's got to really hurt them right now. And it's a booming one. And it is just barely good as the Eagles now lead 3-0 against the Minnesota Vikings after what was a very close, almost barely making it, field goal. Here we go. We're about to see the kickoff here for this game. I go here for the kickoff. Well, the kickoff for this game is about to start again, but here we go. The kick return, I should have said. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a booming kick. Holy heck! As now the Vikings get it back on the 25-yard line. Fran Tankerton, who probably threw something where he could probably shake off at the moment. I mean, not too bad. They only gave up 3 instead of 7, so I mean they got to be happy with that to a point. Wow, a total of -1 yard for Minnesota. They go for it. Tankerton's going to get handed off to AP, and he gets about a gain of 4. In a situation where every single play is crucial with this 5-minute quarters for the NFC. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. There goes Tankerton. He's gonna handle AP again. That's about a gain, maybe even a first down. Oh, it's 3rd and inches here.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here goes AP. AP can get the first down and some here as he gets stopped around the 45-yard line. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, folks. So we're about to head to the second quarter here. Minnesota with possession of the football. Both these two teams being very evenly matched.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
It's going to fly again. Tankerton's going to hand off to AP for about a gain of, I'd say, about 1. On the 46-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's get ready for the snap. They hike it. Tankerton's got all day long. That's going to be a first down, I believe, for the Vikings. They have 3 more downs to work on the 45-yard line, trying to come back in this one. As you know, folks, this is the first game of the 4 that we'll be playing here. As we have the Vikings of Eagles, of course, Rams, Giants, 49ers, Saints, and Panthers and Bears. And, yeah, it's pretty much summing this one up. They go for the hike. Here goes Tankerton. Tankerton gets it. And that's just an incomplete pass.
His intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I like defensively is that they're showing him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they track back.
In these 4 games, every single drive is absolutely crucial, folks. Something that they really cannot afford. They almost need to, honestly, almost constantly put points on the board. But it's going to be very difficult for some of these teams. I can say that much. Here goes Tankerton. Can dump it off to the halfback to get to about a gain of 7, 6. So now it's third and 3 here for Kyle Rudolph. And the Minnesota Vikings on the 38-yard line.
Because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
A play fake here from Tankerton. Tankerton's going to run it down the field. And it's going to be a gain of 7 here and a gain of a first down for the Vikings. They're here on the 31-yard line. There has only been on the road wins. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams to win on the road. And those 6 teams would happen to be the Patriots, the Steelers, the Bears, the Saints, the Broncos, and the Raiders. How crazy would it be if either Minnesota was to win here on the road?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this one down to about
And there you go, Dalvin Cook, gain of 11 right there. As now the Minnesota Vikings are pretty much past the red zone into really hard, tough enemy territory here on the 20-yard line. It's getting more and more interesting here as both these teams really know what's up at stake. The bragging rights are called the greatest team ever, and Wow, he got swarmed. I can't believe that's even a gain of a yard. But we just hit 2-minute warning, folks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Got 2 minutes left in this quarter before we hit the second half and the third quarter begins. So far, Minnesota still leads 3-0, folks.
A reminder coming up at halftime that the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll send you to Orlando.
Here goes Tankerton. Ball in the backfield. He's getting swarmed, and he gets sacked on the play once again by Roddy White. That's his second sack of the game. Huge sack there from Philly. As now they push the Minnesota Vikings back, as now it's 3rd and 13.
Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Should be actually on the 23-yard line about, I would say. Heartbreaking play there for the Vikings. They got one more opportunity here to try to get the first down, try to keep this drive going. Can they make it happen is the question. And it's going to be a clear first down and some, as now the Minnesota Vikings are on the 6-yard line, pushing the Eagles defense all the way back up to their own end zone. Randy Moss with his first reception of the day.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of them, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
You got neutral zone infraction. A lot of times you really don't see that Fletcher Cox. That's not what Philly wanted right there. So now they're going back another 3 yards. Now they'll have 3 yards to work, try to stop them. And with Minnesota for first down, this is exactly what they love. This is what they wanted. This is what they were hoping for. And yikes.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
And that's going to be once again on the defense here. Neutral zone infraction. This time, Reggie White. I didn't get to why I said Roddy, right? Now the 1 yard. This has got to be. If you're a Minnesota man, I'm throwing my hat up in the air like, oh, thank goodness. There's a chance, there's a hope.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
You know, Tarkenton's got to have a huge smile on his face. They're able to punch this one into the end zone. And it is not a touchdown. I thought that was an easy touchdown for him. Turns out it is not. Waiting on this one to get going, folks, with a very interesting series this has been. And whenever we finish this, I'm going to start making the FIFA World Cup brackets again. But nonetheless, man, AP got swarmed. That's going to be a huge loss of yards. They're back on the 3-yard line here. This is definitely not what Minnesota wants. They gotta put this one into the end zone. Otherwise, this drive, the whole they use here, everything they put into this drive is gonna go full to nothing. Something that Minnesota does not really want to see happen. As I said, folks, this and wrestling, or this week, wrestling and Madden will only be one live stream this week, and FIFA the same. As for basketball, maybe as well. And Minnesota somehow, why would they call timeout? You're very confused on why people are calling timeouts left and right, especially Philly. As they call a timeout, I guess you're trying to put some more points on the board. I mean, I would just wait it till the second half, honestly.
On now is Kai Forbath to try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Here we go, and the kick is good. Now, folks, we are tied 3-3 here in Philly.
I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense, because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
Made a very questionable call again for Philly to call a timeout, but I guess you do what you got to do, and let's see how this next drive turns out from that. 47 seconds to punch into the end zone or try to kick a field goal. He cuts one and gets to about the 34-yard line. Great stuff we're seeing from them 36 of the Eagles, but now we switch our attention and turn our attention to the quarterback, the starting quarterback of this team, Donovan McNabb. So here we go.
Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle?
Well, now they're still calling timeouts after only getting. I'm really not understanding the mentality here of the Philadelphia Eagles, but you know, I'm not going to question them. I'm not the head coach. I'm just a commentator. Still trying to figure out what they're doing here, but I think eventually it'll come to us. I think so. And get ready for second down here. Going for the hike. McNabb gets it to about, first down, the 45-yard line exactly. They've got 25 seconds left, one more timeout for each team. Let's see what the Eagles are going to try to do with McNabb. McNabb's got all day long, a little mini dump off to about the 48-yard line. And Philly's calling their final timeout. And now we have 17 seconds left in the game.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up.
Well, that's interesting. So we're waiting on this one.
Ready for a 2nd and 4.
Here goes McNabb. Has got nothing here. But a complete first down for the Eagles. They're going to have to go no huddle. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Will they get one more playoff? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We have one more playoff indeed. But we're going, folks, to the kickoff. As we're going to start the good old third quarter. Look at the close there to number 2. That was great. Great job, EA, on like zooming in his right to his face.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his
You get here some taken from and get to about the 22-yard line here, and the Eagles are going to get it back. The Vikings are going to get it back now.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, here we go, folks. Minnesota, Philly, tied 3-3. The opening drive of the second half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And here goes Tankton running for his life. He gets about a gain of 5 yards.
And it'll make it second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go. Going for the hike, Tankerton. Throws the first down here as it's going to be caught by good old Morgan, the second. And now it's about first down, the 41-yard line. Said we got 4 games we're covering in this live stream, folks. And that would be the Vikings, Eagles, Rams versus Giants, 49ers versus Saints, and Panthers versus Bears.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter. No time to panic.
Decent run game right there, huh? 2nd and 6. Minnesota 52 rushing yards. You know, it's a lot of teams that have these great halfbacks are not having really a great game. And I think the only one that really did was Clinton Portis and the Redskins. But as you saw from the Redskins, when they faced the Eagles, they lost by 8. Yeah. They go for the hike. And AP got rocked right there. That's probably a gain of, I believe, 2. That's 4th here for the Minnesota Vikings on the 47-yard line.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Taking with that bullet down the field to Morgan the second, and that's to be a first down for the Eagles here on the 34-yard line.
And it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
I don't know about all that, but my co-commentators, but we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll say sure.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Goes for that's going to be a gain of. Couldn't tell. I think it's getting about 6 for AP. What's funny that Minnesota's pretty much had the majority of the time of the football this game over Philly, but nothing really too big to capitalize and say, man, that's why they're in the leader. Man, I could see why they're not, they're not really winning by a lot. Well, at this point, this is such an awkwardly close game. And he gets sacked against Nigel Bradham. And Nigel Brown with the sack there. His poor Tank has been sacked 3 times this game already. And that's what's been hurting Minnesota this entire game, has been the sack after sack after sack. And Tankton got absolutely rocked right there by Bradham. Right in the, I think he saw him too, but he just couldn't do anything to help himself. So we're on the 33-yard line here, 3rd and 9 for Minnesota.
This is 3rd and 9.
And Morgan in the second again with another catch here. And the crazy part about this, folks, that Minnesota's had the possession for the entire quarter. That's crazy how much time they've had here over Philly, and Philly's really struggled this game. They're going for the field goal to take the lead on the 37-yard line. 37-yard field goal attempt. Is it good? It gets blocked. It's blocked. It is blocked. And the Philadelphia Eagles with another opportunity here, try to really stick it to Minnesota. What a great save and stop there from Graham. Impressive. Can Philadelphia this time try to capitalize and put a touchdown on the board and really put this game and have Minnesota start chasing them, or will we see another field goal potential or even a punt from Philly, who Donovan McNabb has not had a great game. And to be honest, neither has Tankerton really. It's been really the run game for Minnesota that's done the job, I guess you could say, here today. You're gonna run LaShawn McCoy, he gets rocked at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. Going on to the 4th and final quarter, game 1.
Scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th.
Said we may have to drop the time down to 4-minute quarters. I do have to lead by about 5, so
they're still at the original line of scrimmage here.
Who knows? But here goes McNabb. Here goes McNabb's got all day long. Start running, man. Start running. That's a 1st down for the Eagles. McNabb running for his life. It's about the 40-yard line. As it looks at a game that's been quite interesting. Here we go. Thank you, McNabb, play fake. He's got all day. Gets down the field. It's about to be a 1st down once again for the Eagles here, I believe. Deshaun Jackson, the man of the reception there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Goes McNabb once again, starting to get on fire here. Another reception there. It's 2nd and 4 here. With the man who kept receiving that was Brent Salik. All right, the Eagles are on the 35-yard line. It's like a steamroller now as they're into enemy territory, almost approaching the red zone. Let's see if the Eagles can keep this up. McNabb once again. Oh, he slipped, but still was able to quickly recover for another 1st down for Philadelphia. Wowzers, but here we go, folks. McNabb with the handoff. McCoy, I think, just fell into a 1st down. If not, a 2nd and 1 here for the Eagles here on the 14-yard line.
You almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board.
Here goes McNabb once again. Eagles been on fire. McNabb's got all day long, but he gets sacked. He fumbles. He fumbles. And Minnesota's picked it up. A heartbreaking drive. A drive that was starting to get on fire here for the Eagles. And then ultimately for it to end in a fumble. Now Minnesota just picked it up. They get on the 21-yard line. This game could go drastically sway the other way here for the Minnesota Vikings. It's their defense comes up big time. That fumble recovery.
Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up.
Going for that to be a handoff here from Tankerton to AP, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Minnesota has pretty much had possession of the football for, I would say, over 70% of this game. Kind of mind-boggling when you really think about it.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
And we've officially had 2-minute warning, folks. We've got 2 minutes left in this game. The next up, folks, the Rams taking on the Giants in New Jersey.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw.
There's a catch. It's a first down for the Vikings. Tankerton now starting to kind of light it up himself here. And if I'm Minnesota, I'm really taking my time here as much as I can. But Tankerton's got all day long to run it down the field. Is that a catch? Oh, well, it's incomplete for Minnesota. Two quarterbacks who really took forever to kind of find their rhythm here today. And two run games that really haven't been that helpful either, as both defense for both teams has been really on point, and kind of interested to see how this can go. Can kind of dump it off here, but it's still a first down for Minnesota. They're going to huddle, folks. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the game. When he catches it, it's going to still be about second and about 2 there for the Vikings, as they're still going to huddle on the 40-yard line. Chris Carter, the man with that 8-yard reception, and Tank's going to run it to the first down. He's going to slide. No, he's going to stiff arm him. And the Eagles call a timeout knowing that this game could be almost over here. Smart call there from the Eagles here. Well, what we may have to do, instead of 5-minute quarters, put it to 3 for the next 3 games. I said I do have to go at 5, so that's why I try to make this as quick as possible. Can you imagine 3-minute quarter? Imagine the overtime that would be. Jeez Louise, that would be scary. Going for the hike. The game about... it's about 2, 3 right there. Yeah, 3. As heartbreaking as this could potentially be for the Eagles here, the Vikings should be the first team in the NFC for round 2 to actually advance to the quarterfinals. As we know, it'll be the Patriots taking on the Broncos, and the Jets taking on, I believe, the Raiders in the quarterfinals for the AFC. And so I'm very excited for this.
7 yards to go on second down.
Going for the hike here. It's the Eagles probably going to burn the last timeout. It's a first down here for the Vikings. And they burn their final timeout.
It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout.
So won't this be interesting, folks? Minnesota's got all the time in the world now to just burn the clock. And Minnesota could be, I think, the 7th team to win on the road potentially in this series so far. We have not seen a lot of teams win on the road in the first round, and this will be the second round. We've had 2 out of the 4 games, so maybe that's the new cool, you know. And Tate's going to hand it off here to AP, and he gets stopped for a loss of a yard, but I really don't think Minnesota cares. Now they can just let this clock run for quite a bit of time. Remember, folks, next game we got is the 49ers. Not the 49ers, the Rams on the road taking on the Giants in New Jersey. Go for another run play. Here goes AP. And Minnesota calls a timeout. Why? What is what is with the play calling of these coaches? I'm telling you, it's really dumb. Sometimes what these coaches do. Let the play clock run down to like 3-4 seconds. You call a timeout, kick a field goal, game over. Like, it's really that simple. Now, sometimes the pride of these teams, as we've seen in this tournament, the pride of some of these coaches is what honestly winds up making some of these teams lose. Yeah, what was the whole point of that? You're going to run the stupidity at its finest. If he fumbles, I'm going to laugh. Are you joking? This is really petty from Minnesota, folks. Really petty. It's one, really petty, and two, extremely bad coaching. To be honest, from Minnesota. They have no reason to call it timeout. All you gotta do is kick a field goal, bang, wait for the clock to run out, and you got this one in the bag. But then you do this, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to lose, you know? At least in my opinion.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll come out in the pistol.
Yeah. You call that timeout. Go ahead, dummies. You're going to call it timeout. No? Oh. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to let that clock run out. I would laugh. And it's good, folks. The Minnesota Vikings defeat the Philadelphia Eagles on the road, and they defeat them 6-3. But folks, don't go anywhere, because we're going on to the next game, which is the Rams versus the Giants. Alright, I thought it was a pretty good game. Now, before I get copyrighted for the music that's going to play. That was a horrible game for both quarterbacks. Absolutely atrocious. Minnesota had pretty much possession of the football that entire game, and just not many good calls were made. But next, folks, is the Rams. Let's get the Rams here. Oh, whoops. There we go. Taking on the Giants. If we can get to them. Holy moly. I think it's all the legends that I wanted putting on them when I downloaded that roster. That was, put the 4 minutes, see if that shortens it up. We'll leave the time there. We'll make it nice and rainy. I love weather games. I always tell everyone that weather games are like the best. Because, you know, they got a little bit more turnovers and a whole bunch of other stuff. But 60, probably the lowest scoring game we had due to the fact that, you know, due to time constraints, but still. The Eagles lose at home. That's the 7th team to win on the road. There's only one team that's won on the road in overtime. That was the Patriots. Patriots when they beat the Bills 34-31. But nonetheless, next up, folks, is the Rams taking on the Giants. Then after that is the 49ers versus Saints. And after that game will be the Panthers and Bears. As I tell people, definitely always want to subscribe to my channel for some of the most off-the-hook action you'll ever see. Here we go, folks. Hopefully you're ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Set to go down on a wet and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Alright, they're going to kneel it there. Is that Odell Beckham? Oh, Beckham's back. Trent Gifford. Oh, God, Gifford. Gifford's in for the main man for the Giants. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe not. I think I am mistaken. I know it's not Eli. Gonna hand off to the halfback here. Yep, Gifford is the halfback, right? So Gifford getting a gain there, about 4 here for the Giants. You know, it's funny because when you change this, I love how like the Jets and Giants always have to like switch and stuff. It's great. Going for the hike here. And it's a bolt there of Pat Sims. I forgot Pat Sims is the quarterback for the Giants. And now Pat Sims getting that first down for the Giants here. It's pretty much Sims versus... I do not know. The Rams have such a stacked team. You guys have no idea. There you go, Pat Sims again. Said Pat, I meant Phil Sims. Jeez Louise.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a good burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play
well,
on the ground, that brings up
let's see what they got. Phil Sims under center. Go for the hike, and Gifford, I think that's going to be a first down for him. Fred Gifford. Jeremy Youngblood. Oh, man. So what a great name that is, by the way, for the Rams. Jeremy Youngblood. Just a great name. If I ever had to go against a guy named with the last name of Youngblood, I'm quitting. Like, nah, you got it, man. Here goes Phil Sims. Going to hand off to Gifford again. It's a big gain of about 2. That's Aaron Donald, by the way, with the tackle. The hike at Gifford gives up to Gifford again, who's going to get it to about... No, that's Ahmad Bradshaw. My bad. Ahmad Bradshaw getting a 7-yard gain. That's 3rd and 1 here for the Giants.
That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on
Just like to say thank you to everyone who left a like on this video, by the way. So this is the only episode we're going to have this week for Madden, because it's all 4 games. Next week we should have 2. Same thing with wrestling. We're actually going to have 3 next week. My God, he got rocked.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away.
Now, Mr. Wing, the man with the punter here for the Giants. Let's see what if he can boom this one away. And it's a booming punt. That's a crazy punt. My goodness.
That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Going for the hike here for the first time today. Oh, and he got rocked for it. Justin Tuck just absolutely annihilated the Rams quarterback, if I could remember his name. Poor guy. Can we just see Justin Tuck one more time? Just look at this. Boom! Whoever that offensive lineman was, just no real actual trying to hold him back. That was a freaking... That was bad. Oh, he's got to be careful. Yeah, but so the pressure's on him. Number 92 gets him as well. Michael Strahan. I always call him Strahan for some reason. But the sack, and now the Rams are back to page 3rd and 20 for the Rams on the 7-yard line. Those bells are ringing early. I call them the death bells, because normally whatever team it rings for means that team is losing. He's all the way backed up in his own territory at the moment. Yeah, I'd get out. Yeah, I'd move over. There you go. Norm Van Brocklin's their quarterback. Holy crap, how could I forget that? Norm Van Brocklin just got swarmed within that set there.
That's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done.
So it's going to be a booming punt here. Going to get over to about the 50-yard line. 44-yard line. That's actually really impressive there. Hecker, an impressive punt. Shouldn't be ashamed of that punt, man. It's a phenomenal punt, honestly, from a punter. But nonetheless, we got Phil Simms coming back in. But still decent starting field position. Really good field position, actually, so... Let's see how this drive's going to go for the Giants. After their defense pretty much stepped up big time. Phil Simms going to get a little bit of a dart here to be a first down for the Giants. Although Beckham Jr., the man with that 13-yard reception. Let's go for the handoff here. And he gets stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage is Gifford. 2nd and 10 here for the Giants on the 43-yard line.
A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man not to make it.
So, wow, that entire defensive line just swarmed Phil Simms. And I mean swarm because it didn't look pretty. That's a loss too for the Giants. Not a great drive for the Giants so far.
Because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here he goes, Phil Simms again, under center. I don't know where that was going to.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks.
I would have loved to know where that was going.
You cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one...
They're going for the field goal kick? It's a 50... 53-yard field goal. And the field goal kick is... I'm not sure if it would have connected or not.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Yeah, that wouldn't have went in. If he got a little bit more mustard on that, maybe.
Here in just a second, and you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
All the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
Here he goes. Oh my God. Van Broncklyn trying to run for his life. I think it's needing the helmet for it.
We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least.
And Van Broncklyn, yeah, you just knew it was a matter of time. Jason Pierre-Paul, the man who just obliterated poor Norm Van Broncklyn.
For a loss of 12.
Here goes. Rex run down on time here. The Rams need to pick a play. 3, 2. Okay, there you go. I was wondering what they were doing. Van Broncklyn's got no one. Just run, man. Run for your life. I give you credit for trying to throw that. Oh my God, what a great catch. And they're at the 12-yard line. And the Rams called timeout. I don't know why. They had enough time. Well, they're on the 12-yard line.
Just over a minute to go before halftime.
We're waiting on this one, folks. Great camera angle. I love how they just sit you right there. It's amazing. I love the EA Sports camera angles.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
They going for it. All right, 12-yard line. He gets rocked again. And they're calling that timeout.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, waiting on this one, folks. Van Broncklyn under center. He drops it. Oh, man.
It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision.
The bells are ringing, folks.
He's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well.
3rd and 17
Better defense, I think you're right.
for the Rams. The 19-yard line. Goes Van Broncklyn, probably for the final time this drive. Yep. It's the 4th-yard line. The Giants are calling timeouts now.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So we're waiting on this one. I think both teams really waiting to get this one going here.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal.
And the field goal is good, as the Rams take a lead 3-0 here against the Giants.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Let's see what's going to happen at this kickoff that's getting started.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A booming punt.
This fielded at the 2. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins is
It's
he's going to be coveted around
the Giants are trying to do something here.
needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Well, that's going to start, at least have some type of offense now, as that was Sterling Shepard. Man with that reception. First and 10 here for the Giants, 35 seconds to go on the second quarter.
To resume the action.
It's fine, I just saw that Plaxico Burress is back again. Oh god. That's always a nightmare. I forgot he was even in this thing. Plaxico Burress. Here goes Sims. It's not a first down, but I'm pretty sure they'll take it.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards and a first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. It's me glad I didn't make it in that league.
Next up, folks, the 49ers taking on the Saints.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Ends up a nice second down for them.
They'll drop the throw.
What was that, man? Butterfingers. Nonetheless, folks, at the end of the first half, we have the Rams taking the lead 3-0 against New York, who should really be called New Jersey, but still. Whereas we wait for this kickoff to get underway. I think the next game we're going to put it to 3 minutes, 3-minute quarters.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taking just shy of the 10 here.
Yeah, he gets kind of steamrolled there as he gets stuck on the 29-yard line here. Good field position here for the Rams. What a rainy day it's been. Jeez Louise.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead.
Big difference in yardage, clearly. Good catch there. Van Brocklin trying to lead this team to victory as it's now 2nd and 3 here for the Rams. 37-yard line. And folks, if you haven't already, definitely do subscribe to Bill Vink Gaming for some always almost 1 to 2 times a week Madden action this week. For wrestling, same thing with wrestling. It was only once. It was only 1 episode, but next week we'll probably be back with 2. Marshall Volk gets stopped for a loss of 4 yards right there. Now it's 3rd and 7 here for the Rams on the 33-yard line.
Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Going for the leg, Van Broecklyn quickly trying to get it off. And it's a first down for the Rams on the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
And here goes Van Broecklyn again. Looks like hands it off here to Falk. It's another loss of yards. A loss of 2 yards there for Falk. Strand the man with that tackle for the loss of yards. Now it's 2nd and 12 for the Rams on the 39-yard line.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you can dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
We have not a Falk who gets a gain of maybe 5. Yeah, getting actually 6 there. It's 3rd and 60 for the Rams. So far we've only had 7 teams on the road. The Vikings, the most recent one in this episode actually, the previous game. Goes the Rams again. Under center. And that, I think, is actually 4th and inches, heartbreaking for the Rams. They're going to be forced to punt it here. But I mean, if there's one thing for them to be happy about, they did waste a good portion of this quarter. They're going to punt it away to the Giants. It's a booming punt. Let's see if the Giants can try to tie it up or score a touchdown on this next drive. Wow, that's the worst spot for the Giants right now, the 2-yard line. We've only seen 1 safety, and that was in the 1st round. I think it was that Bucks game. Man, oh man, I would love to. I mean, as messed up as it is, I love seeing safeties. They're so rare, but I doubt it's going to happen here. Gonna hand it off to him. My God, he got trucked. Poor Gifford. Actually, no, wow, the Giants have had the majority of the football in terms of possession. I actually was surprised. I thought it was the Rams. The Rams looked to have honestly drained most of the quarter. Most of this game, in my opinion.
2nd down following the run.
Here he goes, last play of the 3rd quarter, probably. Cuts it down the field. That's going to be a first down for the Giants on the 21-yard line. So we're going to return to the 4th quarter to kick it off. The Giants' new possession here. 4 minutes left in the game, folks. Platsko Burrs with the 2nd catch of the game. A total so far of 24 yards. And the Giants come back to the question. Can try to take the lead with a touchdown or try to tie it up, or will they be forced to punt it? We'll find out on this next drive. And Sims got all day long, gonna run it down the field. First down for the Giants on the 36-yard with that 14-yard rush for Phil Sims. Yeah, they had to kick this drive off at the 2-yard line. What a great way to get out of that very horrible predicament they were in. Here goes Phil Sims again. He hikes it. He's got rushed right there, but it's going to be a good gain here for the Giants. Be a gain of about 6 there. That's to be 2nd and 4 for the Giants on the 42-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still,
It's been a very rainy, muggy game, a very dirty, nasty game. This is Phil Simms again. He hikes it, here we go. Gonna give it off to the halfback, a little dump, and that's gonna be a gain of a loss of a yard there for the Giants. 3rd and 5 here on the 4-1-yard line.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle. And they played that one like a
Look at this coach. He's like, gosh darn it. That's him right now, like, ah, man.
they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for last yardage.
Full start on the offense. How much you want to bet?
I think a Giant jumped early. And that'll set him back.
Hard breaking for the Giants. Now it's 3rd and 10 on the 36-yard line for him. Oh, thanks, ref. Thank you for letting us know it's still 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here he goes. Simms got all day. Down the field. It's picked off. It is picked off. And the Rams pick it off. How heartbreaking is that for the Giants? Simms throwing that pick, and this could all be over for the Giants. Goes Norm Van Bronckhorst, who could potentially lead his team here to victory and knock out, honestly, in my opinion, almost one of the powerhouses in this series.
You gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now, but they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And here goes the Rams, probably going to run the football for the rest of this game, I would assume. And Marshall Falk with a big gain there. 2nd and 3rd here for the Rams on the 48-yard line. We're about that 2-minute warning, everybody. 2 minutes officially left in this game. Electrifying. If you stare at the show too long, you'll get electrocuted. Apparently so.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Going for the hikes and off to be a 1st down for the Rams and some. The 45-yard on the Giants calling a timeout. Crowd not happy with this. That wouldn't be either, to be honest. Excuse me. I bet that was actually very disgusting. I was getting thirsty here. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. That had been brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Wow, Harry Carson with the face mask there, making this a whole lot even worse for the Rams. Oh gosh. Got to be somewhat heartbreaking to a point for the Giants here. I mean, it's got to feel amazing for the Rams. I think honestly, this could be the actual first potential shutout we've had in this entire game, entire tournament so far. And Marshall Falk's gonna just run. Giants burn another timeout here. They got one more left. It's 2nd and 1 here for the Rams on the 21-yard line. Now, if you're the Rams, honestly, I just wait to quarterback sneak once they burn the timeouts and let the clock just roll.
They stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Van Brock gonna hand off to Folk, who gets rocked. That's gonna be, again, the Giants' final timeout. Those bells are still ringing. It's been a very interesting one, folks. I'm waiting on this one. Third one here, Van Brocklin under set. Gonna hand off the Folk one more time. It's gonna be a first down. The Giants here. Oh, what a spin! Around the 6-yard line now. It's been amazing for the Rams. And unfortunately for the Giants, probably again not the way they probably want to go out in this one. So if you're the Rams, you just keep wanting to waste the clock to a point. Feel like to be delayed handoff here. Marshall Folk is not getting to the end zone, but gets close.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Time to get out here. Unfortunately, the Giants about to get blanked in their own home. And
Formation as they take the knee.
and the kneel. Now, this one, folks, we can safely say is over. We're going to go on to the 49ers versus Saints. And then after the 49ers versus Saints game, we've got the Panthers versus the Bears. But as heartbreaking as it is, folks, it is official. Rams move on to the quarterfinals as they blank the Giants 3-0 here. First time we've seen a home team get blanked, and for the first time the home team is actually kind of lost like this. And the first, I think, honestly, big powerhouse is gone. But next up, folks, the 49ers. Joe Montana should be at quarterback here, and the Saints, which I'm not sure if I made Drew Brees start this game or not. So this is going to be quite interesting. Two, again, evenly matched teams going at it. Saints in a shocker and a thrill ride defeated the. Doesn't really matter. Could just 1 a.m. Why not? Defeated the Atlanta Falcons in a game that had me on the edge of my seat when Michael Vick ran it, got popped, dropped the football, and then that pretty much allowed the Saints to win the game. And I think kind of an upset on the road. And so now we're at this point. And it's official, folks, that the Giants, actually no, that was the Rams who won. Wow. So pretty much the winner of this game is going to face the Vikings on the road next game, because both road teams won their game, and I always give the first teams who win the road games get home the next game. But 3-0, we look at that, 3-0, 6-3, 3-0 now. But here we go, folks. Hopefully you are ready for another thrill ride here. And if you're loving the action, folks, definitely do subscribe to Bill Vink Gaming. Now we got the Saints and 49ers. That's a booming kick here to start this game. The kickoff, like I said, I was going to shorten up the time for the next two games to 3 minutes, because I do have to go somewhere around 5, and I'm trying to make sure I get you guys your video before I do have to leave. Said, folks, tomorrow will probably be about a 2.5 hour long video with FIFA, and that'll be the final video of that week, because I'm going to get to the playoff system, the playoffs with our Champions League tournament, and then after I complete the World Cup, we'll return to the playoffs to add some suspense to give the teams a break. Who doesn't love the World Cup? So I'm a huge World Cup fan, so yeah. And summertime is coming up, so that means we'll be seeing 2 to 3 episodes a week for every single video. So definitely something you do not want to miss. Here we go, folks. Montana under center. Gun it down. Gets to about second and second here. A third and second on the 33-yard line. Gets to Jerry Rice.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
Montana and Jerry Rice could be a very lethal combo, and honestly could potentially carry the 49ers, in my opinion, to win this all. To win the bragging rights to be called the greatest team ever in NFL history. AFL, NFL history, pretty much. Run is not going to happen there. It's going to get stopped. Frank Gore. Yikes. It's going to be a loss of yard, which means the 49ers going to be forced to punt it here. He got rocked, and I mean rocked badly. Wow, there's a bit of a mistake on that punt. I thought that punt was going to get blocked. But nonetheless, New Orleans is going to get to hear about the 17-yard line to kick off this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own.
So normally the games would be 8-minute quarters, but because it's such a crunch time for me at the moment, I can't do that. So, yeah.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oh, here we go, folks. Time ticked away. So this is where it gets really quick because there's not as much time. And he's going for the hike. I believe I put Drew Brees in. Oh my God, he got rocked. No, it's Archie Manning. Archie Manning's in. Why did I put Archie Manning in? Well, so Peyton's team, the Colts, are eliminated. Eli's team, the Giants, are eliminated. Can Archie Manning try to go on to the quarterfinals? Well, all the Mannings, pretty much, in their teams be eliminated in the same round. How crazy is that? Guys, Reggie Bush trying to carry here, try to survive. And now we're on the 35-yard line. It's 2nd and 3 here. This game, I could potentially see going to overtime. Would be surprised the next two do. It wouldn't really surprise me at all, honestly.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. Switch it up here and look to throw.
He goes, and Archie Manning pretty much ran into that. And that's a sack, and that was horrible. That was really bad. He pretty much asked to be sacked right there, and that was... what the heck?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Going for the hike. It's down the field. Oh, he gets rocked.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be...
It's 4th and 6. It means the Saints are going to be forced to put it back to the 49ers. So with the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Alrighty. Taylor's about to get ready for the punt. Unless they're going to go for it, I doubt it. Yeah, they're gonna punch. Smart move.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes.
As it gets boomed out of there. Wow, that is an impressive kick. That's gonna go to the 3-yard line, not where San Francisco wants us to be. Man, oh man, that's a really bad year. Yeah, I hate when I actually do play this. I play the franchise mode where I have to start at like the 3 or like 2-yard line. It's extremely nerve-wracking because, like, if you make one slip up and you get hit, or you fumble it, or you throw a little dump off that gets picked, such an easy touchdown for your opponent. Or it sucks. Here goes Montana. I think that gave him Terrell Owens too. Jeez Louise. Did he fall? I'm about to say, are they going to count that as a safety? Because he very much just fell right back into the end zone. I may put my comment section back up on the right side of the screen. So I feel like some people get like nervous, like, oh, if I comment, he's not going to look at it. Goes Montana's got to be careful. He just barely avoided a safety, and the Saints call a timeout. We're at 3rd and 11.
Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Said, folks, you're a soccer fan. We're going to finish up the regular season of that Champions League tournament I was doing pretty much, and then once we do that, next week we're going to start the FIFA World Cup tournament. Last year in 2017, we had the Netherlands win, which is a big congrats to them. They're 2017 champions. I like to do my FIFA World Cup, honestly, every year, even though it's supposed to be every 4 years. I love the World Cup. It's probably one of my favorite things to come around every 4 years, and yeah, I like to make up my own rules as I kind of go along with it.
It's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see.
That a holding? Or an illegal block in the back, Vernon Davis.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game play, but you got to
Fourth and inches here for the 49ers. What are they going to do? Nah, I wouldn't do anything risky at the moment. Yeah, I was about to say, I had smart move to punt it. That one's boomed out of there. It's somebody on the 30-yard line. Kind of jukes the first guy. Oh my god, the first guy just fell on his neck. Dove neck first into that one. Jeez Louise. And here goes Reggie Bush. Never mind. He's gone on the bench.
incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL.
That's a great run there. The Saints calling timeout. It's a first down on the 46-yard line. They got a couple more yards, about another 15 yards. They kick an easy little field goal. Try to take the lead. Got 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Alright, folks, after this we have the final game, which is game 404, of course, which will be the Panthers on the road taking on the Chicago Bears. Alright, folks, the winner of this game faces the Vikings on the road. Goes for the hike, and he gets rocked. Oh, man. I'm not really sure what I want to do once this tournament is over with Madden, because I might start a career mode. Probably won't get very far, but I'll probably start like a quarterback or halfback career mode. Wide receiver, I can never follow the route, to be honest with you. I always do my own route, so That's always a no-no, except with tight end. And here goes Archie Manning running for his life. And that's going to be that, folks. We're going to be tied 0-0 here as the 49ers are going to kick it off to the Saints start the third quarter.
So we get back to the action in the second half.
Getting ready for the kickoff here. I love the fact it takes so long. You know, I think when Madden 19 comes out, what I might do is I may spend about a day creating Hall of Famers and putting them on and making it an all-time Madden league. And do that. I'm not sure what so I know what my plan is for NBA 2K18. That's gonna be coming up probably on Friday. And what's gonna happen with either with NBA 2K18 is I'm probably gonna do that GM mode thing, and we're probably gonna try to rebuild the Miami Heat. No, I'm not a Heat fan, and or have an all-time great league. You know, we'll see guys like Wilt Chamberlain, you know, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Jordan, Pippen, Magic, Shaq come back, you know. I'll see how that goes for a league or something like that, you know. Still debate what I want to do with that series, with that game. Destiny 2 DLC dropped not too long ago. I'm gonna start doing some live streams on that on the weekend. If not, like some highlight video clips.
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Here we go, waiting for the Saints to get someone on the way. It's 2nd and 1. The third fair line, easy game, but first down for Reggie Bush. He's also not had a bad game. Like I said, folks, normally these games would be a little bit longer. I mean, I got somewhere to be soon, so trying to get you guys your video. Reggie Bush, though, he's getting about 5 yards per carry. Not more than 5, actually 6, technically. Where's Tony Stark at? Our Iron Man clearly funds it's clearly an advert or sponsor here of this Mercedes-Benz arena. And that might actually be a holding. And which would really hurt the Saints here. Absolute killer for the Saints. They're going to have it on 2nd and 15. Ryan Rams a whack. Costing the Saints majorly. Look at Sean Payton, he's losing his mind. Oh, he's livid. Goes Archie Manning. I may have to put Drew Brees. I'm not really feeling Archie Manning on this team. Starting, you know. Brandon Ingram not getting very far. It's a 3-yard gain. Third and 12 for the Saints.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
He's going for the hike. Archie gets it and he's, oh my lord. I legit thought he was going to try to jump over them. I thought he actually had it there, but who was that even? He was wide open too. I think it was Collison.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Huge catch there for the Saints. Huge pickup there from the Saints as well.
Because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Back now here live in New Orleans. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Here we go. Archman running for his life. The gain of 8 on that run. 2nd and 2 here on the 30-yard line. I think Arch is trying to do as much as he can, actually waste some clock as well. Smart move. My God, 52. What not to do would be on that for ESPN. Not sure if that was even a game. I think they pretty much stopped the line of scrimmage there as it's 3rd and 2 here for the Saints. It's pretty much about to enter 2-minute warning soon.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Oh, we're hitting 2-minute warning now, folks. 2 minutes left in this game. Winner faces the Vikings on the road.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And they get stopped this time for a loss of 4 yards. And the 49ers burn a timeout. The Saints should be able to kick this field goal.
With 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Good Archman trying to talk it over here. Like, guys, we got this in the bag, man. We got this. Let's wait for the field goal attempt to get underway here.
Big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages.
And it is good. As now the Saints take a lead 3-0 against the 49ers, but they left the 49ers with 2 timeouts and 1 minute and 53 seconds on the clock. Let's see if the 49ers can answer back and try to potentially put this one into overtime. If not, take a lead, score a touchdown, and knock out the Saints here, and defeat the Saints actually. About to go for the next kickoff. Let's see Joe Montana can come back and be as clutch as ever the 49ers need him right now.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense.
There you go, 27-yard for this from that return.
Third drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten.
Let's see what the 49ers got in store here.
Until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Goes for the hike. This will be a first down. 2nd and inches here for the 49ers.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gap. You can break
Here we go.
You can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd inches for Montana and the 49ers.
Back to throw.
Let's go all day, guns it down the field to be a catch here on the 47-yard line. And they're finally in enemy territory.
Continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Goes for the hike, and again, it's going to be another first down for the 49ers here. Montana looking clutch. No huddle is the name of the game.
First down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
Again, another huge first down with some extra yardage there for the 49ers. There's clock stops at 1 minute and 10 seconds on the 20-yard line.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock
Montana
stops.
coming up clutch, coming up big, coming up huge for him so far.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
And here we go.
They'll look to throw.
Montana.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this down inside.
That's be a gain of about 7 right there to about the 13-yard line. Vaccaro and some of them, it's like I have a little bit of a scuffle, a shove match. If you will, I had couldn't recall the number, but Vaccaro did just get into the guy, did kind of just shove
You may very well have been fooled.
one of the players for the 49ers. They going for the hike. And here he goes. Frank Gore is going to get the first down for the 49ers. A minute left in the game. They're going no huddle.
First and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Well, he gets sacked by, I think, Cameron Jordan. That's only a loss of a yard, but anything is right now what the Saints need is anything. Montana gets rocked again, this time on the 24-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. And one potential more sack. It kind of almost kicked him out of field goal range at that point. And it could be one more sack. It's picked. No, it's not picked. My bad. My bad. I take that back. I got excited.
San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So waiting on this one. Could we see a potentially forced overtime? That's the question.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Did they just ice their own kicker?
Timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I think they just iced their kicker. Why'd you do that? That's not really smart. Huh. Well, to my perfect understanding here, they just iced the kicker. I don't know how to feel about that. You know, I don't.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
And he's looking back at the field goal post and looking at the football. I don't know, thinking, is it?
The 42-year-old veteran's kick is up.
And it's good, folks.
And they will tie
And we're tied 3-3 now. So 8 seconds left. I don't think it happened. I think we're about to go to overtime for the second time ever in this tournament.
It's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's doing baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this.
Yeah, 8 seconds left. I don't think anything big is going to happen.
Fielded about a yard deep.
But you just never know in these things. Well, it's at the 20-yard line. Let's see if the Saints can pull off a miracle. Really, I don't even know what we call it, but... Or are we going to overtime? Did they really call timeout? I'm about to say. Well, we're going to overtime, folks. They've got 3 minutes to try to score. The 49ers have won the toss. They elect to receive.
If the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go. 49ers have to take it out from their own end from the end zone. They get to about the 29-yard line. They've got 2 minutes and 57 seconds to try to put the points up on the board. And if I was them, honestly, I'd try to use that entire clock, kick a field goal with about 3 seconds left, and call it there. Fair is fair, spade is spade.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll start on the ground with Gore.
And Gore getting about 5 yards.
Maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down.
Second and 5 here. Up. Second and 5 here for the 49ers on the 34-yard line.
A little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime
So far, the only overtime game we had, a road team, the Patriots won. Are the 49ers going to be added to that list?
They run again, it's Gore.
They get a gain of about a yard. It's 3rd and 4.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll fire away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold up to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Going for the hike. Montana's going to be... The drive's going to continue for him. It's a first down on the 14-yard line. I'd honestly go no huddle. I'd go no huddle, then I'd go no huddle, but okay, never mind.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Montana looking a little bit scared there. But nonetheless, they get a first down and kind of an enemy territory at this point on the 46-yard line. They got a minute left. They can still kind of relax. Terrell Owens with his first reception of the game. They've done a great job kind of locking him down. And who called him out? I think the 49ers, I'm not sure if the 49ers called him out. I think they did. I'm not sure. Yep, the 49ers called him out. Kind of wait for this one. I love the camera angles, man, I tell you. Greatest camera angles of all time. EA Sports. Can never get it wrong.
Here's a play fake.
Camera right. Montana gets the catch. He stumbles.
same result as last
And now, hey, they're on the 31-yard line. They're in field goal range, looking good in TO.
As you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot...
Jim Montana proving why he comes up clutch.
You've got to go to the guys you can trust, and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That's a good one. Yeah, whatever you just said right there, that's a pretty good one. My God, Frank Gore trucked the hell out number 898. They're about to say, San Francisco, calling San Francisco. Time running out here in this game.
That's their second and last time out here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
It's again another camera angle. That's just amazing. Gotta love these camera angles, folks. Wait, what? No, what are you doing? What in the heck are you doing? Play action. He's gonna throw a pick. Oh no, never mind. I was so I had a feeling he was throwing a pick, and I was like, what an idiot. Are they gonna? What are you doing? Like seriously, another what? They better go for the field goal. Like I don't understand what is the motive here. I don't know if they're trying to. Are you trying to make sure it's an easy chip shot? Is that what they're trying to do? No, because you're going for it. I don't understand. I'm really confused at what they're doing. What was the purpose of that? You could have won the game, and oh, I forgot. You get 2 minutes. You get 2 quarters of 3 minutes with overtime, and I forgot. You get 2 overtime quarters. That was my thinking. I didn't realize what they were doing, and I was like, what? I wouldn't go for the run. It's clearly not. That was an ingenious play, and I give the defender credit there, because that would have got me, and I would have lost right there, because I wouldn't have realized what that's the first time I've ever seen that pitch work like that. I mean, I've been playing Madden for over a decade now, and the first time I've seen that one. Well, they're back to where they originally were. It's 4th and goal, and they're probably just going to kick it off here. And if it does go to a tie, well, I'm going to have to get a coin, and I'm going to flip the quarter coin I have. And I'm just going to chuck it up in the air whatever it states. You know, heads at this point, because heads will be the home team of the Saints, and tails will be the 49ers. And if it does get to a point where I have to have a coin toss, then you know. Chip shot field goal is good. The 49ers lead 6-3, but the Saints still have one opportunity to try to score here. They got 1:57 left in this game to do it. And if they don't at least score a field goal, well, this game is over. getting ready for the kick return.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send
Booming one here.
This fielded at the 2.
And it's getting to about the 26-yard line here for the Saints.
Just across the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they don't think it field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because
Goes Manning leading this team to overtime.
you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The hiking it here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
It's a sack for Elvis Dumerville. Dumerville, the man with the sack there. It's 2nd and 20 on the 16-yard line for the Saints. Not where they wanted to be, but Dumerville with a huge sack.
Setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Yeah, it's funny. So far, both New York teams got to round 2, but then the Giants were just recently eliminated, so they're done. But the Jets are kind of hanging up strong here, but nonetheless, Archman's got to run for his life. He gets swarmed. He gets to about 25-yard line. It's 3rd and 10. Pretty much the back with this drive started. It's 3rd and 10 here for the Saints. But a minute and 10 seconds left in the game. And they're all on the 25-yard line.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
A minute officially left, folks. Manning hikes it. He's got to be careful. Guns it off his back foot and throws that out of bounds. And it's 4th and 10, and this kind of should be over.
But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this.
If they don't get the first down, it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Can they do it? Archman trying to run for his life. He gets stopped. Oh, he gets tackled. And it's over, folks, in overtime. Once again, the road team defeats the home team, the Patriots and 49ers. Brady and Montana come up clutch for their teams. As in overtime, folks, the 49ers defeat the Saints 6-3 and double overtime. We're going to the final game, folks, and that final game is the Panthers on the road taking on the Bears at home. Something you don't want to miss, folks. Don't go in there for it. It is our final game of this live stream, and it should be a great one. Then next week, we're going to kick things off next week in pretty much round 2. Now, this is perfectly even teams. I like it. And here we go. Possession 3 minutes. Let's put it at night. Why not? Let's put it 4:15 in the snow in Chicago Stadium. So far, hopefully you guys have liked this series so far. I definitely have. I thought it's been a blast. And, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy some other series too. Let's see. Next up, tomorrow will be FIFA. We're going to get to the playoffs for that. And then we're going to start the World Cup tournament tomorrow, next weekend. And then for 2K will be Friday. And Friday, I'm either still debating on the all-time league or the Miami Heat rebuild season, and see if that would work. It's one of those things I'm still debating at the moment. So far, this is the first time, and I think in a series here, all 3 road teams, and the 3 games we've had out of the 4 so far, the road teams have all won. Kind of crazy now that I think about it. But folks, this is the final game of this live stream. Carolina, Chicago. Carolina going to kick it off to Chicago. Clearly, Chicago won the coin toss and elected to receive. As we're about to get this one going.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. I look very forward to this one, folks, as we've got good old Sid Luckman out here at the quarterback for the Bears. Let's see if he's actually lucky is the question. Luck was on his side when he defeated the Packers 21-3. What was an absolute embarrassment as the Packers fell apart in that fourth quarter. And it really cost them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. And down the field once again. It's gonna be a little bit of a catch there and a gain of about, I think, 5.
And they're going to have a 3rd down.
So, folks, in the quarterfinals so far, we have for the AFC, the Patriots on the road will face the Broncos at home. The Jets on the road will face the Raiders at home. And then for the NFC, we've got the 49ers on pretty much back on the road to face the Vikings at home. And then the winner of this game will face the Rams in the final quarterfinals game.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that.
And the winner of this one will pretty much be on the road facing the Rams and Norm Van Brocklin. Goes Luckman, play fake. That almost was picked. The helmets that these guys, whoever made them, put on some the legends that way like signify, hey, this is who they are. It's absolutely hysterical. Goes for the hike. Luckman gonna run for his life. It's gonna be an easy first down. Well, he just spun 2 guys right there. Like I said, on the 47-yard line, Sid Luckman with a 16-yard run. It's 1st and 10 for the Bears. Really embarrassing the Carolina defense right now is Sid Luckman.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Gonna hand it off here. It's gonna be an easy first down and some for the Bears. Sayers there. Wow, this is just not going well for Carolina.
Those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come back here and get these other people.
Good run there. A gain of 6 there on first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big time.
Here we go. It's going to be the end of the first quarter, folks. As we're going to go on to the second quarter.
Brandon Garden, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
2nd and 4 for the Bears. The 17-yard line. They pretty much worked up the field with honest ease, and let's see if we can actually get a team in this episode that score a touchdown. That's the real kick right there. Can we see teams score a touchdown in this live stream? Luckman. The field's going to be caught on the 2-yard line. Huge for the Bears. Only two yards away from pushing this one into the end zone. Alshon Jeffrey, the man with the reception on that play.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. It's about the protection detail. They're not lying anywhere near the guy throwing the football.
Yep, and it is a touchdown for the Bears. First one we've seen in this live stream. I took the final game for it. The Bears about to lead 7-0 against Carolina. I think that was Walter Payton who just scored that. And it's good, folks. The Bears lead 7-0 against the Panthers. About to go for the kickoff here, folks. Now I just put my fan back on, so if you hear a whoosh, it's my fan. Got that industrial fan, it's amazing.
Zone for a touchback.
And folks, again, if you haven't already, definitely do subscribe to Bill Vink Gaming for some off-the-hook action. About to get ready for the Panthers' first drive of this game. After the Bears took up quite a chunk of time. Goes Cam. Well, that wasn't a very successful one. That was Davis. 3-yard rush here for the Panthers. Again, about skill going to the 28-yard line. So we're about to hit 2-minute warning, folks, for the first half.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We're sending you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
There we go, Newton. Down the field to be a catch. It's a first down for the Panthers. Now they're going no huddle. Like, hold on, come on, guys. That was Steve Smith.
But the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Newton.
Catch again. It's not going to be a first down, but it's going to be second and inches. Second and 1, actually. My bad, correction.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play.
Gonna go for it again. Newton, understanding here, has got to be careful. Just got to stop right there. Should have been pretty much sacked. It's about the 33-yard line. It's a 22-yard rush for Cam Newton. Now, does the no-huddle stop is the question. And I believe it does. It came out to hike it. Here we go. It's dropped. And we've got about 55 seconds left in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, folks. Here we go.
2nd and 10, Newton again.
That was an interesting catch. It's about 3rd and 10 here for the Panthers. We're about to go get ready for the next play of the game.
defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Gets the hike. And Cam is sacked on the play. Mike Singletary with the sack. Huge sack there. As it stops calling on 4th and 14 on the 36-yard line. They're going to be forced to go for a field goal.
Normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. They occupy people.
Singletary absolutely rocked him on that one. And time is going down here.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
It's a booming one. That's a punt. Whoa, they're actually punting it. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised at that. They got on the 20-yard line. I feel the Bears are probably just going to run out the clock and get ready for the second half. That's it, folks. That is the end of the first half. Going to the second half of this game. About to get ready for the kickoff to happen. To kick off this third quarter. And what's been a very subtle crowd here in Chicago. Kind of surprised by that, actually.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
It's caught. It stopped around the 30-yard line. Carolina, the team that's going to kick off this second half for us. See what they can do, everybody. Let's see what they can do.
Offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going
That's true. I mean, they were close, but we all saw what happened right there, and it wasn't a pretty one. And that is a first down, definitely a first down. He's fighting for that first down. It's a first down for the Panthers here. Waiting on the next play here, folks. Alrighty. Gonna run it again. He's gonna get to about gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here on the 40-yard line for the Panthers. We're waiting on this one, folks. Cam under center. Well, it's a completed catch on the 47-yard line. 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. They really do need to get this first down. Pat Brown, I believe, the man of that reception.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
That's actually a very interesting set from Chicago. Dime set. Probably rarely ever heard of that come in. And Cam trying to run for his life, but he gets stopped. Oh, and Cam may be hurt. Cam might be hurt. No, he's walking up. I don't see a limp on him. Cam surviving that one. Now to get ready for what should be a punt after that injury timeout was taken. As you guys know, injury timeouts are a full 60 minutes because it is an official timeout. It's not like a warning or anything that gives teams about 45 seconds from the play clock. get this one underway soon.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Heartbreaking for Carolina so far. 2 drives, 2 punts, but I guess the decent thing for Carolina is he kind of wasted a good, like, yeah, they wasted a good chunk of the third quarter clock to a point. The Bears get us on the 20-yard line. Let's see what they're going to do here is the question. So I'm quite very interested to see what they're going to say. Folks, I'll be right back. Give me like 15 seconds.
But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Walter Payton coming up clutch again here for Chicago. Between him and Sayers, these guys are really the backbone for the Bears to that point.
You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. And this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On play action, they'll throw.
Here he goes down the field. It's caught once again on the 40-yard line. Man, was that a bullet. A 30-yard reception.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield.
Holy moly. A 30-yard reception.
That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
This should be the final play of the third quarter. And play action. And down the field. It's almost caught, almost picked. But folks, we're going to go on to the fourth and final quarter. The final 3 minutes of this game. It's the 2nd and 10 on the 40-yard line for the Chicago Bears.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
The handoff here to begin, about 3 for Walter Payton.
Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden,
3rd and 7.
down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go. That looked really awkward. What's up, Pro Gamer Man? How's it going, man? Welcome back. Well, welcome back to the show. Or, welcome back to my live streams. How's it going? Well, it's 2nd and 4. Oh, wow. They're going for the field goal. They hit this. They're going to put Carolina in a really bad spot.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10 zip.
Well, that's what's up, man. I play Fortnite. I don't live stream, but I play Fortnite. And, but I live stream Madden, wrestling, basketball is coming up now for NBA 2K, and soccer, or FIFA, or football for FIFA, whatever you want to call it.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Thanks for much appreciated. I said wrestling just finished this week. There's one episode this week for wrestling and football. This is a on all 4 games. FIFA's going to have a very long one. I'm trying to catch up for not being here for the last 2 weeks. So, I'm trying to catch up with all my recordings. I'm trying to do that all within a week. So they're normally not this long, about like an hour to like an hour and 15. But because I'm trying to catch up, I think every episode except for basketball is going to be 2 hours this week. FIFA might be the longest because I'm trying to catch up for the playoffs, and then next week, once we finish the regular season for the Champions League tomorrow, next week's going to be the FIFA World Cup, which is going to be quite a while for FIFA.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Oh, the false on the offense here, folks. Oh, it's 1st and 15 for Carolina, 20-yard line, as the Bears lead 10-0. And the Bears have honestly kind of destroyed Carolina in the small time frame. See if Carolina can do something here. A miracle is kind of what they're looking at. It's kind of looking at what they need. They want to win this one. It's down the field. He's got him. It's a gain of 7 yards. I mean, as we hit 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go. 2nd and 8.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's Newton now on 2nd down.
Newton's got him. Newton, I don't know what he just did. But it's 3rd and 8 here for the Panthers after Cam Newton's "what did you just do" moment.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Cam here.
Newton to throw.
Bullet pass was in double coverage, drops it. It's been a kind of a one-sided. Did I really just say the D word and buttons on it? Can I say it one more time? Can I get a replay of that?
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I'm pretty sure they mentioned something about D buttons.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Dick. Oh, butt kiss. I didn't realize that's what that said. I was like, huh. Really, Madden? Is that what we've come to nowadays? Unless it's 2nd and about 4 here for the Carolina Panthers. 4 to Carolina. So the Bears pretty much have sealed this one in the bag, in all honesty. A minute and 15 seconds left in the game, folks.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now it's
Newton, oh god, another horrible throw, you know. Cam Newton's accuracy is always almost as bad as Blaine Gabbert's this season.
pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, here we are, folks. A minute and 4 left. With the 55 seconds left in this game, let's see what Carolina can do.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available.
All right, well,
They chose to try and get it through the air.
what a great game it's been, folks.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot.
The kicker tried to do whatever he can.
One-score game.
Con is desperate, and it's good though. As Chicago still leads by 7 here. It's 10-3 Chicago. 41 seconds left. So it's been interesting. A little bit shocking, but slightly predictable. Slightly. Not completely. Slightly.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick.
And Chicago clearly picked that one up. And they fumbled, but Chicago recovers that one after. Well, it's been a very humiliating.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and
Someone
has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is like for us relationship. What's the best team in NFL period? And so I'm really trying to figure that out. And so far we've come down to quite the interesting set of teams that are in this, to be honest with you.
So the defense had a chance to
pretty much at this point, just like commentating would be the word. Waiting on this one to go, folks.
To go for this offensive unit, it's second down. And again, this time to the tailback.
Con's gonna burn out some out here.
He's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Here we go. Not much time left in this game, folks. Jones got one more time out the burn. And they burned their final time out of the game, and the next play should pretty much be it.
It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Why are you going for the field goal?
This to make it a two-score game.
For the field goal. Get us on the 50-yard line.
So then instead of a two-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call their defense one last time to bail them out.
Union under center here.
He'll look to throw. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. 15 yards through the air.
All right,
First down.
15 yards.
Trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
8 seconds left. Can Cam's punch one into the end zone. 6. Quarterback spike. They've got 6 seconds left in the game. In a situation where I'm telling you the intensity just picked up a whole nother couple notches. Cam, 5. Okay, down the field into the end zone. Is someone going to catch that? And it's over, folks, and the Bears eliminate the Panthers. The Bears are going to face the Rams on the road next week as the Bears defeat the Panthers 10-3. With that being said, folks, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the Building Game. We'll see you next time, everybody. Stay off the hook.